and wide. Toes to the corners, shoulders relaxed down your back, little connection to your center, and let's do a little bit of breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth, let those ribs swing out to the side each time you inhale. That's it, good. Let's start to float the arms forward as we breathe in, and as we breathe out, release it back down. So we're going to breathe in, float the arms forward, breathe out to release it down. Let's add that little bend through the knees, slide your bottom down that invisible wall, and then press it back up. And again, breathing in as we slide down, and breathe out as we press it back. In breath to lower, and out breath to come up. This time I want you to breathe into lower. I'd like you to hold it there. I want you to lift up from one heel, and then release it down. I want you to lift up from the other heel, and release it down, and then come all the way up again, nice and tall. Let's repeat that again. So we're coming down, and we lift, and release, lift, and release, and then again come all the way up tall. We're going to do it twice more. So we're coming down, and we peel the heel away, and we peel it away, and we come all the way back up. One more time. Let's come down, but this time hold it there, peel one heel away, and hold it. And we squeeze down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that heel down, lift up the other heel. And again, squeeze it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that heel down and come all the way up nice and tall. Good. Breathe in, take the arms down, reach all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, keep those knees long and just push the arms out to the side. Do it again. Breathing in, lifting up to the ceiling, and breathing out to press it all the way back down. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, and we lift, and breathing out, press those arms all the way down. Give your shoulders a little roll round. Good. And then I want you just to swivel from your heels so your toes are now pointing forwards. Make sure the knees are soft but long as we go into our first roll down, lengthening through the back of the neck. Slowly peeling yourself forward. We're coming right down through the middle of those legs. Arms, head, heavy. Pulling you down. Breathe in at the bottom there. And breathe out again to come all the way back up. Lengthening through the knees, through the pelvis, and all the way up, nice and tall. Good. Once you get up there, right arm lifts to the ceiling and opens out to the side. Left arm reaches to the ceiling, and again we open it out to the side. Let's repeat it again. Breathing in and breathing out, and lifting. Good. Let's start to add a little bit of rotation. Remember to keep the pelvis facing forward. We twist and circle towards the back corner. Other side, we're going to lift, draw in, twist, and again reach towards the back corner. So we're breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do it with both arms. Breathing in. Breathing out to twist, bring it back to the middle, and again breathing in, breathing out to twist, and you keep that pelvis facing forward. One more time each side, so we're not twisting from those hips. In breath, and out breath. In breath, and out breath. And bring it all the way back again to the middle. Let's bring your right arm up again. Palm in, pull it from your center. Lift up, over, and stretch to the side. And releasing it down. Other side, we're going to lift. Draw in, and stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, and releasing it down. Let's do that one more time on each side. Lifting, and reaching, and releasing it all the way down, and we lift, and we reach. Good, and release it down. Again, make sure your knees are not locked as we go into another little roll down, opening up through the back of the neck, slowly coming forward and down. Almost sliding your bottom up that invisible wall. Arms heavy, head heavy. In breath, out breath to come all the way back up again. Nice and tall. And this time, once you get up to the top, let's bring those arms up to the ceiling. And remember, you can always do your original roll down if you prefer. But if you can, you hinge now from your hips. And you're reaching forward, forward, forward. You get that 90-degree angle. And then you gently release it down. And we just roll all the way back up again, nice and tall. Lengthening through. Once you get up there, you breathe in, float the arms. Breathe out, drawing tightly from the center. Try and keep that weight slightly forward so you can stretch, stretch, stretch. And then again, releasing it all the way down. Rolling all the way back up again. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Make sure you're not locking out those knees as you reach forward, drawing tightly. Stretch, 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 stretch. Good. And release it down. Let's roll all the way back up. We're just going to do that one final time. In breath. Out breath, stretching, stretching it forward, shoulder blades sliding down your back. Let it release. Good. All the way back up again. Arms heavy, head heavy. It floats right to the top of your spine. And we're going to walk those feet in and bring yourself into that parallel position. So we can now float up onto your toes, reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling, stretch it out to the side, and release it down. And again, floating all the way up to the ceiling, reaching, reaching, open out to the side, and release it down. Do that one more time, floating all the way up to the ceiling. Now hold those arms up there. Turn your palms in towards each other. Let's drop down onto the heels as we exhale. Drop, drop, and come all the way back up again onto your toes. Do it again. Let's drop, drop, and lifting up again onto those toes. Good, twice more. Drop, drop, and lifting it all the way up. And last time. Drop, drop. And all the way up, 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 onto those toes, turn your palms out, press it all the way down, and let everything just release. And just before we come down, we do a little bend to get that stretch into the ankle, the calf muscles, and then lengthen back up. So it's just sliding down. That's good. Lengthen back up. At the same time, press your arms back. So we're opening again, shoulders and chest. Come up tall. So we drop and press. And come up tall. One last time. Drop, press, hold it there. Let's do another big breath in. And as you exhale, press those arms back. And up for 8, 7, 6, 5. A little higher. 3, 2, 1. And come all the way back up again, tall, and just roll gently into those shoulders. Lovely. Okay, we're going to be rolling down onto your mat. And I'd like you just to come slowly down, lengthening through, just as you did before, all the way down to the floor. Once you get down there, you breathe in, and you use your out breath to walk yourself forward, and come down, first of all, onto your hands and your knees. Please remember, we're going to be working from a plank position. You can work from your knees if you prefer. If you're working from your knees, you keep the knees together when we come to the side. Otherwise, you work from a full plank position and you keep those feet slightly apart and that will be the position you'll be working from. So as you inhale, you twist to the side, and you reach your arm up to the ceiling. That's good. As you exhale, you bring yourself back to the center. As you inhale, you bend the elbows to bring your chest towards the floor. As you exhale, you press yourself back up. We do the same on the other side. We reach up to the ceiling. And then we come back to the middle. And then we bend those elbows and press it back up. So let's turn and reach. Good. Bring it back to the middle. And bend. And press. Lovely. Again. Open. Center. And bend. And press. 2 more to go. So we open. So you're doing it on your knees. One knee's on top of the other. Bring it back to the middle. And bend. And press. So again, on your knees, one knee on top of the other. As you open. Back to the center. That's good. And bend. And press. And then slowly, gently lower your whole body down onto your mat. Good. And just let those legs come slightly apart. And this is where I would like you to take hold of your ball. If you don't have your ball for some reason, or you just cannot get it blown up to a good tight ball, then you can always do swan dive instead. But obviously, this exercise is a little bit tougher. We're going to place the ball in front, and you're going to either place one hand on top of the other, or of course you can interlock your thumbs and have your hands right next to each other. From this position, you are obviously already slightly lifted. Your head should not be below your arms. So it's sitting right in the middle of your arms. Your legs are in a soft V. We're already working gently through your center and gently through your glutes. Please start off small. As we exhale, draw that ball a little closer to the top of your head. As you start to float up, draw your shoulder blades down, and then press it away again as you inhale. So as you exhale, you draw the shoulder blades down. You pull up from the center, you squeeze into your bottom, and you gently extend. And you press away again as you breathe in. So don't try and make these too big to begin with. Draw up from the center, you want to be comfortable. And again, pressing it away. But if you would like to work a bit harder, next time you come up a little higher. And we're going to keep on coming up, lifting up through from the breastbone. And then releasing it away again on the in-breath. So out breath to draw the shoulder blades down, pull up from the center, squeeze your bottom, press the legs away from you. Let that whole body help you to lift and to extend. And again, pressing it away. We're going to do it 3 more times. Drawing it in, lifting, extending. And again, pressing it away. Twice more. Good, 1 more left to go. Lovely, releasing it gently all the way down and pop your little ball to the side. Excellent, those legs are still in that soft V position, and we're now going to bring our arms also in a soft V position. Your head is floating just away from the mat. You've got a lovely long line from the crown of your head through your spine down to your tailbone. And again, your pubic bone is pressing firmly into the mat. Let's go swimming, opposite arm and leg. So as we exhale, we stretch the arm and leg away from each other and release it down as we inhale. Other side, we stretch and release. So the head, neck, shoulders are not moving at all. Working through your center, working through the buttocks, the legs, Working across the upper back as we reach, and keep to singles if you prefer. Otherwise, let's do a few doubles. Arms and legs float and release. And again, they float and release. Lovely. Twice more. Floating and releasing. And we float them up, and if you can, hold them there. Now remember, we do 8 moves per breath. So we're going to do that speed swimming. So breathe in to prepare. Opposite arm and leg, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again. And breathe. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Gently release the arms and legs down. Bring the hands under your shoulders. All the way up onto your fours. Round your spine. Get that lovely stretch. Drop your tailbone down towards your heels. Walk those fingertips a little bit further forward. Try and bring the breastbone a little closer to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Hands come into your knees. Swing those legs under. Bring yourself into a seated position, preferably with your ball. Okay, so we're going to go into spine twist. So remember, if you want to sit on something, give you a little bit of a lift up to get that pelvis in a good position, feel free. Otherwise, we're sitting up tall on those sitting bones. You can have your legs bent, lengthened, don't mind, but keep that pelvis completely central, keep the weight even on those sitting bones. Let's take that ball gently out in front. There's an invisible connection from your breastbone right to the center of that ball. Let's breathe in, and as you breathe out, we start to twist to one side. So we're keeping that connection between breastbone and ball. Bring it back to the middle as you inhale. And again, you twist. And we bring it back to the center. And every time you twist, you grow a little taller. Your shoulder blades remain sliding down your back. And of course, your pelvis remains completely still, completely central. And we're going to do 2 more like that. So I want you to now really start to think of your rib cage wrapping all the way around as you twist. That's good. Again, wrapping it around. If you're happier with your arms here, keep them here. We have 4 more left to go. If you can, you reach that ball up to the ceiling. Slide the shoulder blades down. So again, we twist. Bring it back to the middle. A bit more hard work for your upper back with the arms lifted. And also make sure that you're still keeping that lower body completely still. Shoulder blades release down as you twist. Good. And we twist. Lovely. Bring it back to the center and bring those arms forward. If you were sitting on something, you're going to need to remove it. Make sure you've got a bit of space behind you. 1 or 2 of you may need to have your little rolled up towel just underneath your lower back as we go into roll up. So let's breathe in. And as we breathe out, we start with our little tuck under, and we start to bring your lower back down towards the floor. The arms stay out in front of your shoulders, so your ball will float all the way up to the ceiling. And then it's going to stretch back as far as it's comfortable without your back lifting away from the floor. Arms will then lift as you inhale, head will lift, and as you exhale, you just slowly bring yourself all the way back up again, tall, onto your sitting bones. Let's try that again. Breathing out as we tuck under, slowly come down. So the arms stay out in front of the shoulders, so they just naturally float to the ceiling, and only then do you reach those arms back. Make sure you're not arching the back. Keep the back down. Arms lift, head lifts, and again, we peel. And as you peel up, remember to flatten through that tummy. Very easy to dome those abdominal muscles. Let's do like that once more. In breath, out breath. Reaching it back. Arms lift, head lifts. Peeling again, all the way back up to sit up nice and tall. Okay, we're going to change it now to our teaser. We start with a bent leg teaser. So we're tucking under and we're coming down. All the way down, reaching those arms back. The difference, remember, is in the breath. So we hold it there as we breathe in. As you breathe out, your arms start to lift, your head starts to lift, and your legs start to pull in. So your upper and lower body are trying to work at the same time. Hold it there as you inhale. As you exhale, coming back down. Lengthening it away. Stretching it through. Breathe in, breathe out. All the way up into your balance. Good. Breathe in and breathe out again to come back down. So remember, we're not coming up onto those sitting bones, just that nice fleshy part of your bottom. Do it again. Breathe in and out. Good. Breathe in to hold it there. And again, breathing out as we come back down. What we're going to do next time is try to do it with a straight leg. So again, in breath, out breath. Let's start to float the legs and the upper body and reach that ball right up to your toes. Lovely. In breath, out breath. Two again. Release it all the way down. We're just going to do that 2 more times. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. In breath, out breath, all the way back down. Excellent. Last time, breathing in and breathing out. Last one's always the hardest one. Bring yourselves up. Now you keep that lovely round position through your back. You keep your ribs and your hips connected, so there's no strain on your back. It's all to do with your abdominal muscles. And as you inhale, you reach that ball up to the ceiling. And then you bring it forward. And again, reach the ball up to the ceiling. Bring it forward. One more time. Reach the ball to the ceiling. And bring it forward, and then slowly come all the way back down. Reach the ball away, reach the feet away, full body stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, draw those knees one after the other in towards your chest and hug them in towards you. Good. And once you've given your back a nice little stretch, I'd like you to place your ball in between your knees. Feet are on the floor. So you've got your feet, your knees, and your hips all aligned. I want you to relax your upper body completely, right the way across the shoulders, through the arms, through the back. Let those ribs sink into the floor, so as you breathe in and out, feel the body relaxing. You're remaining in neutral, so we're already just resting gently on your sacrum. You've got that little feeling of release or space underneath your lumbar spine. And as you now exhale, I want you to squeeze your knees tightly into that ball. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. No tilting through the pelvis. As you inhale, let's release those knees. So doing that again, we're going to squeeze those knees into the ball. And then we're going to release again as you breathe in. Let's do it again. Squeeze the knees around the ball. No tension elsewhere. And we release. And again, we squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as tightly as you can. But this time, I want you to release by half. So we squeeze it tight. And release by half. Squeezing it tight. Releasing by half. 2 more to go. Squeezing it tight. Release by half. Last time, squeezing it as tightly as you can. Tighter, 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 tighter. Hold it there. Breathe in. And from this tight squeeze position, we're going to add a little pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just release that ball gently out. Good. Tilt back through the pelvis. Draw the knees back in towards you. So you can then place your ball in between your ankles. And bring yourself into a 2-leg 100. You can work from neutral. You can also work with those knees slightly pulled in if you prefer to flatten your back slightly. What I do not want to happen in this exercise at any point does your pelvis tilt forward. So we're going to float your arms to the ceiling. Reach them back. Bend the elbows and cradle the back of your head. Let's keep the legs nice and still for the first ones. So with your elbows in your peripheral vision, let's breathe out as your head's lifted, shoulders are lifted, and we just draw down with the ribs towards the hips, and then we release it back down. So we squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. So we're curling up, squeezing. That's it, good. Remember, you can just stick to this if you prefer. So what we're going to add to this is we're going to curl up on the out breath. But as you breathe in, keeping the knees bent, we're going to do a little double leg tap. Tap onto the floor, float the legs back up, and then release it back down. So you curl up on the out breath. In breath to drop those toes. Out breath to lift. In breath to release the upper body. Curling up on the out breath. In breath to drop. Really drawing down through from the center. Float the legs. Release it down. Curling up. Drop those legs. Lovely. Lift. And release it down. 3 more times. Curling up. Press the back of that pelvis firmly into the floor. So you can really feel those abdominal muscles working. 2 more times. Curling up. Gently dropping those feet. Floating. And releasing. Lovely. 1 more time. Curling up. Dropping those feet. Lifting. And release that head all the way down so your upper body is completely relaxed. Arms down by your side. Lengthen those legs all the way up to the ceiling. And let's just finish this little section with the corkscrew. Yay! So as we breathe in, we're going to lift the legs, we're going to lift up from the tailbone. As you breathe out, you start to circle it around. We're going to do 3. Lift, and we circle for 2, and lift, and we circle for 1, and lift, and bring it back to the center. Let's go back the other way. Lift the tailbone, and reach it round. Now keep those knees long, not locked, but long. It's stretching it away. And again, don't ever let that pelvis tilt forwards. 1 last time. Bring it all the way in. Bring it back to the center. You can just let that ball drop into your hands. Pull the knees in towards you. Again, a nice little stretch. Fantastic. All right, bring those feet back down onto the floor. Let's make it a little bit easier, just for a few moments. And let's go into shoulder bridge. So everything is aligned, toes are pointing forwards. Let's breathe in and out as you tilt. And slowly start to peel up through from the hip bones, leading all the way up and into your bridge. Then to push right out through the top of those knees to open up through the hip flexor. Breathe in at the top. Breathing out again to release it back down. One bone after the next and returning it back into your neutral. So getting ready to go again, breathing in and out as we tilt, peel, roll, all the way up into your bridge. This time, once you get up there, float your arms to the ceiling. Keep them there as you release back down. And remember to listen to your own body. Don't just do the harder version because you think it's right to do. So either when you come back down, reach the arms behind you or bring them back down beside you. Either way, I want the same amount of movement through the spine that you had before. Peeling up into your bridge. Floating those arms back up to the ceiling. Releasing back down on the out breath. And again, taking your arms either forward or back. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you. Lovely. Tilting, peeling, rolling. And remember, you can take your arms back, but they don't have to go all the way down to the floor. They go as far as you can take them without your back needing to arch. Lovely. Okay. Doesn't matter which one you're on now, I'd like you to come all the way up into your bridge and I would like you to hold it up there. Preferably float your arms to the ceiling. If that is too much for you, of course, you bring the arms down by your side. Either way, you want to keep those hips lifted up there. So all we're going to do from here is peel one foot away from the floor and reach that leg all the way up to the ceiling. So as you exhale, flex the foot, draw a slow line down until your knees are parallel, and then lengthen the foot and draw those toes back up to the ceiling. You do it again, flex and lower, lengthen and lift. That slowly, flex and lower, lengthen, bring those toes all the way up to the ceiling, bend the knee, bring the foot back down. Your hips should still be up there. Let's do the same on the other side. Lifting the leg, reaching it all the way up to the ceiling. Flex the foot. Draw a line down until your knees are parallel. Lengthen and draw the line back up to the ceiling. Flex and lower. Lengthen and lift. One more time. Flex, lower. Good. Lengthen and lift. Bend the knee, foot back down onto the floor, slowly articulate all the way back down through your spine. Once you get back down there, give your back another well-deserved little stretch. Excellent. Let's place one hand on each knee. Draw those knees a little closer, take them away from each other. I just want you to circle them all the way around and back to the center. So you're going to bring both knees into the chest, lifting the tailbone, take the knees wide, circling them all the way around and bring it back to the middle. Let's go back in the other direction. Drop the knees, draw them in and together, and then take them back and wide. One more time, drawing them in and together, and back to the center, Lovely. And then release those feet down, one after the other. And we're going to roll over onto our side. Okay, so once you get down onto your side, you can have your arm supporting your head. It can be lengthened, it can be bent. You can also have a little pillow cushion underneath your head if you prefer. And we're just going to do clown. So we're going to try and make sure we've got that nice little triangle position from your hip, your heels, and your knees. Long line through your spine, so you could be able to just slide a couple of fingers underneath your waist, just to know that you're keeping those obliques gently working. All right, let's breathe in, and as we exhale, top knee lift. So we're going to press it up for 1, and release it down, and 2, and release, and 3, and release, and 4. Keeping that pelvis completely still, 4 more to go. Good, and 3. And 2. Good. And 1. Let's lift the whole leg up this time. Let's float. And down. And lift. Good. And lift. And lift. 4 more of these. Squeezing it up. Squeezing it up. Just 2 more. That's good. But on your last one, we lift it up. We bring the weight of the hips slightly forward, turn it in from the hip. So now as we inhale, we can bring that knee down and tap it down in front of your underneath knee. Flex the foot, push that leg forward and up. So slightly forward in front of you with the heel lifted. So we bring the knee down and then press the heel up. So we keep that hip turned in the whole time. So bring it down, press it up. Bring it down and press it up. So don't twist from the hip. Keep that hip turning in the whole way through. So we're not bringing it up and turning it out. Just keep it in. Down, press it forward. That's it. Good. Down and press. Let's go for 4 more. And push. And 3. So you're feeling it right on the outside of those glutes. And 2. Press. And 1. Hold it there. Lower it down from that position. And then squeeze it up. Do it again. Lower. And lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Good. Put them together. Knee to the floor. Heel to the ceiling. Keep it long, low. And lift. Knee to the floor. Heel to the ceiling. And low. Just 2 more times. Knee to the floor. Bend. Press. Low. And lift. Last time. Bend. Good. Press. Lower. And lift it up and hold it there. Now really lengthen right through the back of that knee. Press the heel away. And let's squeeze it for 8, 7, little higher. Squeeze. 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze. 2, squeeze. 1, squeeze. Release it all the way down. Draw it in. Give it a little rub. Excellent. Let's do it on the other side. All right, so once you get down there, remember that lovely long line through your spine. Got your little triangle position through those legs. And of course, don't forget, you can stop at any time you wish. Don't feel you have to do each and every exercise if you don't want to. All right, so from that position, let's start those clowns. Let's start to push it up for 1. And for 2. And for 3. And 4. Lovely. Just 4 more of these. These are a nice easy bit. And squeeze. And squeeze, good. Once more. Okay, let's lift the whole leg this time. Float. And release. Float. Good. And lift. And lift. So we've got 4 more of these to go. Lifting up for 4. And 3. Lovely. And 2. So here comes the last one. Remember, we hold the last one up here. Come slightly forward from the hip, but turn in from the hip. So as you inhale, you bring the knee to the floor. As you exhale, keeping that turned in, you push it forward and up. So we bring the knee down and press. So working right on the outside of those glutes. And doesn't it feel good? Knee, press. Knee, press. Lovely. Knee to the floor. Heel to the ceiling. Down, press. Down, press. Lovely. One more. We hold it there, we keep it long, and we lower it down. And lift. And again, down. Squeeze it. Down. Squeeze. Let's put the 2 together. Knee to the floor. Bring it down. Press away. Lower. And lift. Excellent. Knee to the floor. Press the heel to the ceiling. Bringing it down. And lift. Good. Again. Knee. Press. Lower. And lift. Last time. Knee. Press it up, up, up. And lower. And lift. And hold it there. Flex that foot. Really lengthen through the leg. Breathe in. And out. Let's squeeze it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and squeeze. Keep it up there. 3. So they're tiny movements and they're high. Good. Last time. Squeeze. Gently release it down. Draw it in. And again, you might need to give your bottom a little rub. Fantastic. Bring yourselves up into a seated position. Ooh, a little bit of rolling, I think would be nice. Okay, so bring yourself up tall on your sitting bones. Place your hands at the back of your thighs so you can really pull yourself up tall. Gently come back off your sitting bones, round through your spine. You feel your whole spine stretching through. And then walk the feet in, bring yourself up into your balance, press those legs firmly into your hands. So this is the easy version. We can just roll back on the in-breath, roll forward and up on the out-breath. Breathing in to come back, breathing out to come forward and up. So you can really get that lovely control. That's it, good. All right, so once you've done that next one, let's take the hands a little further forward onto the shins or the ankles, so your balls are now a little bit tighter. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out to come forward. You've got to keep that spine beautifully rounded. That's it, nice. So we can give it a good massage each and every time. Let's do that one more time. Good, nice. Okay. Bring it back to your balance. Take those knees wide. Reach to the middle of your thighs. Hold around your ankles. Check your flippers work. Let's come back as you breathe in. Forward as you breathe out. 1, 2, 3 with your flippers. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. 1, 2, 3. But this is an advanced class, so remember we are aiming to come back, hold it there for 3, and then come forward. 1, 2, 3. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely, good. Just one more time. Good, hold that balance. Take the arms out, place them again at the back of your thighs. Press those the legs firmly into your hands. And let's see if we can lengthen those legs all the way up. Walk the hands up a little higher. Make sure the shoulder blades are sliding down your back. All right, open leg rocker. In breath to come back. Out breath to come forward and up. That's nice. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out to come forward. In breath and out breath. We're giving that spine a lovely massage. In breath and out breath. And once you've finished your next one, just draw those legs together. Gently bend those knees. Bring those feet firmly onto the floor. Good stuff. Okay, let's grab hold again of your ball. Place your ball in between your knees. Slowly, gently release all the way back down onto the floor. Make sure your feet are not too far away from your bottom. Let's float those arms up to the ceiling. Turn your palms in towards each other. Open them all the way out to the side and let them just rest there. Let's just do 4 lovely, slow, controlled hip rolls. So breathing in, breathing out, dropping the knees to the side, letting them just roll around that ball. Your head floats in the other direction, so we're now looking out towards the outstretched palm. Hold it there to breathe in. Breathing out, draw down from the center and bring everything back to your starting position. Breathe in and out and do the same thing on the other side. Breathing in to hold it there. Breathing out, draw down through from the middle and let everything again float to the center. Let's do it twice more. I want you to do it 4 times in all. And once you've brought your last one all the way back through to the middle, again, we can just draw the legs gently in. Take that ball, pop it to the side. That's good. All right, one last little bit of effort, however. I want you to now lift your head, your neck, your shoulders. I want you to look right through the middle of those thighs. I want you to cement your pelvis down into the floor as we lengthen one leg away and draw the other knee in towards the shoulder. So keep that pelvis completely still, single leg stretch. Breathe in and out. Let's change it for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, with a flexion through the foot. Push the heel away. Remember, you're trying to keep those legs aligned, both sides of the body. Pushing away for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs back to the middle and support your head. And let's finish off here with our crisscross. Breathing in and out. Let's now twist to that bent knee. Twist, twist. Now remember, we're wrapping again from the shoulders and the ribs. 4, 3, 2. Good. With a flexion, push the heel away for 8, 7. Really keep up there, looking right through the middle of the legs in the middle. For 4 and twist. 3 and twist. A little higher. 2. Twist and 1 and twist, bring it back to the middle, and gently release your head all the way down onto the mat. Bring one leg down onto the mat and cross your other leg over it. Gently bring those legs in towards you. Hold the knees, ankles, thighs, whatever works for you, to make sure you get a good stretch around the buttocks, the hip. Just breathing in and out. Lovely. Let's release it down. Let's do the same on the other side. Crossing over the knee over the knee, the ankle over the knee, whatever works for you best. But draw those knees in. And don't forget to allow the tailbone to drop down a little bit more towards the mat. So you're really opening up around the buttock. All the time, again, breathing. Good. Lovely. Release the legs down and cross them. Let's bring one leg back in towards you. Hold lightly at the back of your thigh. And remember, you can do this with your underneath leg bent or lengthened. As you inhale, we do 3 little drops. 1, 2, 3. As we breathe out, we try to lengthen that leg just as much as you can comfortably. So again, bounce it. 1, 2, 3. And lengthen the leg up and away. And again, 1, 2, 3. Stretching it away. 1, 2, 3. Lengthening it through. This time with a flexion, bring the heel in. 1, 2, 3, and press the heel to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, pressing the heel to the ceiling. Do it one more time. And pressing it all the way up. Hold it there. Let's do a little circle on the ceiling with your toes. So we're just working from the ankle. And then back in the other direction. Just rolling it round. Lovely. And let's release that leg down. Draw the other leg in, holding gently at the back of the thigh. Remember, it doesn't matter if you don't lengthen that leg completely, just as much as you can. So we bounce it, 1, 2, 3. And as we exhale, we try to lengthen it as much as you can. So we're breathing in, 2, 3, and lengthen. In, 2, 3, and lengthen. In, 2, 3, and lengthen. Let's do it with a flexion. Heel comes in. 2, 3, press the heel to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, pressing the heel to the ceiling. One more time. Good, and press it all the way up there, as far as you can go. And again, little circles on the ceiling, from the ankle, and then in the other direction. Lovely, good. Gently release that leg down, but keep it pulled in. Bring the other leg in as well. Let those knees drop wide, reach to the middle of the thighs, and add that little bit of resistance there. And just hold it there and breathe. Nice. Okay, arms on the outside of your knees and draw those legs back into the center. Just hug them in, give them a little bit of a rock side to side. And then bring your feet down. Lengthen your legs. Lengthen the arms. And then as you inhale, float the arms, float the head. Slowly, gently peel yourselves all the way up. Nice and tall. Once you get up there, release the arms down, place your right hand on the floor, left arm up to the ceiling. Let's come up and over and push right into the hip. So we're stretching between the hip and the fingertips. That's good, release it down. Other side, let's lift. And stretch it through. Lovely, let's do that one more time each side. Lift and stretch. Good, and lift, and stretch. And release the arm down, swing the legs under, come over onto all fours. Tuck under with your toes, lift your knees, push your bottom up to the ceiling. Take the weight a little bit further back so you can press your heels towards the mat. And then without any wobbling side to side, walk the hands in towards your toes. Release your head, neck, shoulders, arms. And then slowly roll all the way up through the middle. Lengthening up tall. Once you get there, breathe in to float the arms. Breathe out to circle. One more time. Breathing in, breathing out to circle it all the way around. Give your shoulders a little shake, give your arms a little shake. Fantastic, well done.